as I said, how beautiful is it? You all have boyfriends and girlfriends and enjoying the life. Fathers and mothers give you money, pocket money. Is that how it works? Life is beautiful, isn't it? But once you finish, in reality, everybody has to earn. Everybody needs money to get going. You gotta have your career of yourself to be someone in the society, right? You all want jobs, don't you? So that's how the real world works. Correct? So it's not always the dream comes true. You pursue the dream as it is. Okay? Change yourself, your attitude on knowing it. It's very competitive. Because you think there's your university is one of them. How many universities are there in Mochine? How many universities are there in Mochine? 3? Here's the University of Technology. How many more universities is there? 3. So 3 big universities. How many jobs do you think is out there in Oracle? 100, 200 a year? How many students are there in a year? Probably what? 50,000? From Hana, Ho Chi Minh, whatever, right? So it's very competitive. You all can't get into OLP. You develop yourself English communication, right? You have to test your communication at all the points. That's number 1. Be brave, bold enough to put yourself in front of people. You show your attitude that yeah, you should be a strong contender. How do you do it? Be an extrovert. Use the word extrovert. E-X-T-R-O. I'm sure you wouldn't understand what I'm speaking. Search this word in Google. E-X-T-R-O. B-E-R-T. Extrovert, right? Which is, that's a positive kind of man or a female, of course, yeah, man or be your positive attitude you gotta have when you go there. That's what differentiates you from people. You can't sit there and wait for someone to ask you a question. If there's a question, you go for the question first. That's the attitude to go forward. You make yourself step up, right? So if there is 50,000 people, how do I know there's only 200 smart people in this world? Cannot, right? I'm sure they are all intelligent. Not all 200 get the job. Not all 50,000 get the job. Only 200 can get the job. So you change your attitude to step up. The 4 things you need, right? Knowledge, right amount of knowledge to answer people, to know things, right? Attitude, how you approach a problem. Problem solving is an ability, right? Some people say, I don't want to even go there. I don't want to even start. That's not the attitude that's going to help, right? Let's say your professor gives you a record or a homework to do. He can keep looking at it, but unless you get to do it, you will not know what the problem is. Some people like to watch, let the problem solve on its own. The problem will not solve on its own because it needs brains like you to come and help solving the problems, right? So you are all young people studying in the university. That's what they teach. University is just a gate pass, like your ID card, right? What you study 4 years here, I am guaranteeing you, if you use less than 5% on a real job, it's a big thing. The score, 80% aggregate, 90% aggregate, is a gate pass. So, because you are one of the smartest brain, because I've seen my friends in university, I give them this book. Answer me a question. So they read it, okay? If I ask them a question, they will tell me the whole book, like this. What kind of people exist who can read, keep it in memory, and speak, right? There's a second time. I give this paper, they'll do, okay? When I ask a question, that question is related to the paper, but comes from the real life or real experience from outside. Those kind of people are the ones who think out of the box. The first one are bookworm, which is anybody can do. Anybody can do. Right? A student in the school can read the paper, and basically what you're doing is a copy paste without control C, control V. You're using your brain, that's all. That's all you're doing. That's not the student industry wants. The industry wants students who think smartly out of the box and who step up to solve a problem, right? So change your attitude on an approach. Okay? Why choose Halliburton? I wouldn't say Halliburton is the best in the world. There's so many companies in the world, right? But if you choose Halliburton, I'm sure you will be happy why you did. Alright? Halliburton was the first job I took. I had tough times. Actually, I tried to quit 2 times, being honest. Right? But then, I never did because I couldn't do it. I love my job. Halliburton is one of the companies which can offer you what you're looking for, but you got to give something in return. The company expects you to work 24/7. Sometimes you sacrifice your personal life sometimes for the company. It's a give and take. It's a give and take. Sometimes you get your time, sometimes the company gets your time. So you gotta be ready for oil field, any company. But I would say if I would work for a company, I would work with this company till I retire. Right? I'm 30 years right now. I'm talking about another 30 years in my company. So imagine the job, right? What do we look for? People like you, who are smart, who comes out, who shows up themselves and puts up with the problem, right? Solve the problem and get out of the trap. Right? So those are kind of people who are willing, flexible. That's the people we want. You, basically, right? You are the future. So how do you approach? This is the career path I told. You join in levels. You look at different levels. Try to move on globally as well because we are a global company. We are not restricted to Vietnam. You join as a trainee and then you go in different levels, 3 to 5 years. Then the whole world opens for you to go anywhere in the world. Internship. We do offer internships as well during your university days. We evaluate you. You can apply. Basically, final years are welcome. If you prove young, you can still try, but we will pick and choose the HR and the product line will help you choose on that. But internships are open for anybody who is willing to join. Okay. As every internship says, we train you, we develop you with what we have in the limited time you have, make you better. At this time the market is down, but we will be hiring soon. Sometime in the market picks up. You all know the oil field is slow down. You can contact these people. We are also on the booth. You can contact us, talk to us about internship and work job opportunities. I'm sure there's templates. You can visit the Harvard booth. So I think I have talked too much already. Any questions? Feel free to ask me. Alright? If not here, I'll be still outside. Do you have any questions?
Right now, in example, which operation that person needs to do that?
We have completion, cementing, testing, wireline perforating, PCB, mud sometimes we do, PE, production enhancement. We have like 6 or 7 product lines working right now. Actually, major product lines work. Right now we are trying to pursue drilling and mud is mud. Those two are not there. We are trying to get some opportunities. Mostly everybody else is there. Why? You are interested in one particular product? Which one? Me? Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure what I want to do. But first, just that.
At least you know you want to join oil field, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, that's enough. No, it comes like this, right? The product lines don't have a restriction. When we hire, we say we need engineers, graduates, all those stuff, right? And then when we put in there, you come in, what you are going to learn will be a new start. It's like A, B, C, you're going to learn everything new. Doesn't matter what expertise you got in the back. I'm a mechanical engineer. I'm all things cementing forever. So mechanical engineering gives you basics, but what you study doesn't matter. But if you have specific interests, you can join. Not a problem. If there is opportunity. Any more questions? Feel free to ask me. But I'll encourage you all to communicate. Start talking to English to your best friend. Right? English is a must. Your best friend is friend. There is no good or bad friend, right? So you can talk to him all kind of English you want. If he understands, he says yes. If he doesn't understand, he says no. So you learn, right? I think one of the things a Vietnamese student need to learn to do is communication skills. I've seen plenty of students. I see them in SPE, walk them around. I have been to a couple of universities also. English, because when you talk oil field, you're going to meet people from different countries, so many countries. You can't expect them to speak Vietnamese, do you? So communicate. Focus on that and have a positive attitude. I think oil field is the home for you, right? All right, thank you.
And I would like to say so why so that we can give your power as a gift to show our ability.
Thank you.